Going on, dudes and dudettes? So leading up to my real draft coming up for fantasy football, did another couple just to officially get it out of my system. This one went pretty well in my opinion with the first pick. Ended up going with CeeDee Lamb, who's going to be the top wide receiver there, so not mad at that. Second round, ended up going with Achane, who's the Miami running back, who looks like he's going to be the main guy there. Third round, ended up going with Chase Brown, Cincinnati running back. Obviously, he's going a lot higher this year because of what he did later in the season, helping some other people out, but, you know, it was a nice pick here for this team. Fourth round, ended up going with the second-year wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. And, yeah, this is a guy that I have some questions about just because it was a pretty bad year last season, and he was like, what, a top 4, top 5 pick overall. Didn't really show up his talent-wise, but hopefully it does this season. And then in the fifth round, ended up finally going with the quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. I've had him before. He's been okay. I'm assuming he's going to be on a tear this year, so I guess that kind of worked for this team. And in the sixth round, ended up finally going with the tight end, TJ Hawkinson. Pretty good guy from Minnesota, so I'm not mad at that. So I still have a pretty good average depth team right here. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, quarterback, tight end. Ended up going in the 7th round with DJ Moore, the Chicago wide receiver. Should still be the number 1 guy there because he's paid that way. 8th round went with Travis Hunter, the rookie Jacksonville wide receiver, who was picked number 2 overall. There's a chance he was picked number 2 overall because they want him to play defense as well. But during these first couple of preseason games, he's been playing more offense in that case. So hopefully that is the same way here for fantasy football. And then in the 9th round, ended up finally going back to the running backs with Jalen Warren, who could be the first or second string Pittsburgh running back. 10th round went with Zach Charbonnet, who is the backup in Seattle, but, you know, Kenneth Walker III sadly always gets hurt eventually during the season, so this could be a nice pickup late. And then in the 11th round, went with another rookie wide receiver, Matthew Golden from Green Bay. Should be a guy that might have a chance because there always seems to be some injuries with those Packers wide receivers. At first, we don't know who to pick because there's so many, and then all of a sudden those injuries start creeping up. And then in the 12th round, went with Javonte Williams, the Dallas running back. He could be first, could be second, but either way, a nice stab in the dark here. And then on the 13th round, went with Kyle Pitts Sr., who obviously is a guy who has let down a lot of people at the tight end position in fantasy football the past couple years, being picked in the first couple of rounds. But got him here as my last player pick, so I'm not that mad about that. Then for the defense, I ended up going with Buffalo, who should be better this year, and then Chris Boswell, the Pittsburgh kicker. So either way, I thought this was a pretty solid team. In my opinion, I would not be mad going into this football season with this team, but I would probably make a couple of trades here and there.